Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Live. Thank you for everyone who is tuning in today on their holiday. It's a holiday here in where I'm at. Sorry, my other video is missing. La 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 la. Where's the one that does this? No. What the heck? Oops. This one? This one? Did I delete it? What the heck? Is it not? Huh. Okay. Well, we won't have the stream. We won't have the camera here. That didn't seem to connect. And that's my bad. I came on late, so I will troubleshoot that for my next stream. We have Penny in the stream. Welcome to the stream, Penny. How is everything going? The one advantage to being off on a Monday is I got to catch a couple streams today, which was nice. It is, as I was mentioning, it was a holiday here today, so I had to make lots of mental notes to actually stream today. So I couldn't miss out on it. He says, changing it up, watching on Twitch instead of YouTube. Yeah, I switched it up today too. I was doing Twitch for DTM stream this morning because usually the Twitch chat doesn't really work very well on my phone. I think I talked about this last week. I don't know if it's a data thing or if it's my phone. It could be both. But I was able to watch it on my iPad this morning because I didn't have to go to work. So that was exciting. We'll see how the Twitch chat goes here. Okay, so we are working on... I missed the stream earlier, but it was actually kind of fun. I think they're shutting down... I missed the start of the stream because my phone was still sleeping and I missed all the notifications. I think they're shutting down Adobe Draw and Sketch, I think. Like the old apps. They might not be shutting them down. But Dan was converting all his files over to Fresco. So I don't know very much about this. I didn't get really into Draw or Sketch, so I'm gonna have to really do. I'm gonna have to do recharge my old iPad and see if I have any sketches on there that I need. But I think they had to convert them to Fresco. So he was actually going through a bunch of his older art pieces, which was really fun. Pieces that were before my awareness of DTM. And it was really fun to watch him go through it. It made me want to go through my stuff. But then I was like, I got to focus on getting what I have to do first. Otherwise, I'm going to be I'm going to be in big trouble. I'm never going to get anything done. One thing after another, boo. I hear ya. It's always something switching up. It's to a point of frustration for me, to be honest. I'm just waiting for them to be like, we're not gonna do Fresco anymore, or something silly. You have to stay on top of your software, or you have to stay on top of all your things. But it would be nice if something sat still. That'd be great. If anybody just jumped in, they're not getting rid of Fresco. They just did a whole bunch of stuff to it. Don't worry about it. Not to freak anybody out or to put that out in the universe. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so it was really fun actually. It was a really great stream because he was going through a bunch of older art pieces that he had that were a lot of fun. So I'd like to do the same thing. I'd like to kind of go back. I like going through my old sketchbooks and stuff. So it was a pretty cool stream. So definitely go check it out. But today we are going to work on the next face card for our Vector Magic collaboration. I wonder if... I'm just going to pull up the thing while I get some more people coming into the stream. Whoops! Oh no! Are you all still there? Oh dear. Oh good. I accidentally locked out my computer. Yikes! Okay. So I'm going to show you the... I know, buddy. Switch to this one. Yeehaw. Okay. So we're on. Oh, no. Go to me. There we go. So we're doing the Vector Magic, the Super Collaboration. The link should be in the chat. The link should be below. That's not what I wanted at all. Oh no, I've lost everything. I just want to know. I want to check. Oh, fine then. Sorry, I just want to check Twitch because I think I don't know if the links stay. My Behance link is in there. Okay, so that's cool. So this is our chat here. So we have all these things. Uh-oh, we don't see it. We don't see it. Okay. Phew. Okay, we see it. So this is the original Joker card that we did. And now we are doing all the face cards. Oh, we've had some shifting, so people have been in here. That's excellent. So I did the Queen of Diamonds, the Dottie Henson Baseball League of Their Own card. I want to add a little bit more to that. Dan also did one of his, he did like a Batman one, which was really fun. But we've got all the streams popping in here, which is a lot of fun. So keep checking them out. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be having people join us. So if you want to join in, I know a couple people have messaged Dan. Mafu wants to be into it. Odari wants to be into it. So if you're into it, definitely let me know or Dan know, and we will get you the template and we'll get you involved for sure. Oh, Penny wants to join. Yes. Okay, if there's one you want to dive into, just send me a message and we'll hook you up. I'm doing all of the red cards, so hearts and diamonds, and I guess this shouldn't be diamonds. I already did a diamond, so maybe this will be Jack of Hearts then. It is already Jack of Hearts. I will update my thing here. Sorry, I'm very scattered today. We'll update the title. Here, let's do this. Hearts. There we go. Sheesh, what a hopeless mess. Okay, what are you doing now? What is this? What is this chaos? What are you doing? No. Okay. Good Lord. Okay, so yes, I'm doing hearts and diamonds, and Dan is doing the clubs and spades. And so what the idea is that we are doing, did I switch over? Half of the card. So we're doing like the top, this is the top part of the face. And then the other one would be the bottom part of the face. But really, like, we're kind of open to ideas. It doesn't have to be a person or a face. So far, there's been kind of character-y type people in there. But if you want to do something else, like a bunch of collages and things like that, the only rule we have really is it's got to be vector art, because we want to use these as coloring pages later. How you do that, vector art, like whether you do it in Illustrator or Fresco or in other vector softwares, is totally fine. We just want some vector line art for us to work with. So Penny, let's have a chat and we will get you hooked up so that we'll see what your ideas are and what we're doing, because we're hoping to have some face cards and maybe some more of a deck later on as we go. So if I turn on my layer here, she'd be like the top part of this, and then someone would come in and do my other half here. But we can chat about it. If you want to kick off a card by yourself, there's still 4 other ones that I still need to do. We're all open to different things. So let's have a chat. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off just because it's distracting. I have a few layers of my sketch. So I have a few things because we wanted to keep the subject matter open. We didn't want to limit it in any way because we didn't want anybody to be like, oh, I don't do movies or anything like that. We didn't want to limit people's interest in it. So I had this kind of idea in my brain to do it like a pirate of some kind. And then I had it like right before last week's stream. And like I was driving into work that day and I was like, oh man, she's gonna have an eye patch and she's gonna have beads, and it was like out of control, and it was like it ballooned to this like crazy sketch, and I was like, you know what, I think we're probably just not doing this one this week. And so I worked on it throughout the week, and now we have this beautiful sketch here, this beautiful pirate who's got her hair flowing in the wind and all that kind of stuff. Giving lots of opportunities for the overlapping on the over the border and all that kind of stuff, creating a lot of different dynamics. So I'm very, very excited to see how this one comes out. But I wanted to make sure the sketch was ready for today so we could do some fun line art. You guys weren't watching me figure it out. As you can see, there's lots of muddiness here. We will be figuring that out today. Okay, I get my keyboard out of the way here. No, we don't really have to do a face card like what we started, Penny, is we've started with the face cards, but if you have another idea that you'd like to branch out onto, let's go for it, because I want people to be doing stuff that they want to be doing as well. Okay, so we'll start here. I think I started with 3s on the other one. Okay, so to build this up, I used some more Firefly exports. Make sure I'm streaming the right things. Yes, and my thing is not off. Okay, sweet. Oh, and it updated the titles. That's excellent. Okay. So I used some more Firefly exports. I actually used the one that, actually let's just look at what we used. How's that? Some Firefly exports. There's a couple others that are hidden here somewhere. Like this one that we've used before. Let's just turn her opacity up. Like, I'm obsessed with this export. This is crazy. I did this for when I did the Joker card. I can't remember what my prompts were for this. It's something I should probably start recording. But I just love all the kind of like sea creature-y hair she has. So I use that to help with the hair over top of the bandana. And then I use just kind of these exports here to kind of feed the accessories and things like that, because I know these can kind of get really out of control. These ladies aren't taking their jewels off at the end of the day. They just keeps adding and adding and adding to the collection. So I wanted to run these exports to see what kind of things we had on hand for accessories. So she wasn't too plain. I wanted her to be a weathered, well-established pirate lady. And I used all different kinds of references and stuff to make sure that she could turn around. I had her initially very strongly based off of the lady on the bottom, but I didn't like the profile. Like, the straight profile looked a little off, and it couldn't make the eye patch work. Like, I'd be covering up the one eye you can see, and that didn't really make any sense to me. So I switched it up with a different kind of 3/4 pose, and I think it's really working really well. So we'll turn those off, and we're going to get some beautiful vector art in here. So we're going to be figuring out all of our lines here. We'll get to this area here. It's going to be a fun one. Oh, goodness. I just kept putting things on top of all of it, and adding and adding and adding and adding and adding, and then I was like, this will be a future Aaron thing to figure out. Sorry, I forgot to tell the Discord that we are here. Okay. Sorry guys, I watched one more episode. That's my fault. Okay. I gotta tag everyone. There we go. With me. Oh goodness. Well, now that I have my poo together, it's time to sign off. Bye. Oh goodness. Sorry guys. These holiday days, I tell you, they don't throw off my groove, but they just kind of, it's not the same rhythm, that's for sure. It's nice to be at home chilling with the mojo, right, bud? Okay. Let's see. Oops. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Okay, so let's go with this. I figured there was a lot of things we could just kind of figure out as we worked through today. that was a really fun thing on Dan's stream today. Was seeing all kind of the sketchy, like some of the sketchbook stuff that we had he had in there, and it makes me want to get back to my sketchbook. Like I have this year, I'd like to be back in some more traditional work, but it was fun to see going back to that. So maybe I'll go through my own sketchbooks and stuff. Antoine's here. Welcome to the stream. How are we today? We are working on our collaboration card today. Building the Jack of Hearts. Alessandra's also in the chat. Welcome to the stream. We're working on this beautiful pirate lady who's seen some things. And we're going to be, and her parrot has seen even more things. He was a last minute addition, so I was super stoked with that. It's like, you know what? There's an empty space here. You know what she needs? A friend. So I love all this, like if you've seen the streams and you've seen my art, online and stuff, like you'll know like the flowy hair kind of thing is that style is very ingrained in my style. So I like to throw things in the hair to have things going through. I'm really inspired by the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Like I watched the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie like a billion times in theaters when it came out. Because I loved the kind of skeleton-y pirates, but then they came out with the second one, and it was all the sea creature pirates, like the one like Davy Jones with his like octopus face, and then all the pirates with all the other stuff, kind of like the seashells and the sea critters and all that other kind of stuff. It's like my favorite, it's huge inspiration for a lot of my work. Like I could take or leave being on a boat, to be honest. I've just never really been around boats. It's never just been a thing that's been interesting to me. But I've been finding a lot of my art gravitates to these like sea ladies and things like that. And I think it's just kind of the creative potential with all the kind of stuff that could be kind of like melded together. And I think a lot of it comes back from those like Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Penny says, I remember when the second one came out, it was a big deal. Yeah, it was so cool because I hadn't really seen anything like that in movies before when those came out, and so that was a lot of fun for me to see that, and it definitely subconsciously has done a lot of creative inspiring to my work, I think. It's just such a cool idea. Yes, mister, do you want down? Okay, we're gonna squish him by accident here. Where's this guy? You're such a squirmy man. There you go. You sit with me for a minute? I'm gonna say hi to the people. Here's a good boy. Now I want to watch the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Curses. Oh, nuts. Want down? Thank you. You be a nice boy, please. Good job. Okay. Yeah, like there was one guy who had like the like ship's wheel in his face and like all this kind of stuff. No, but you can't be up and down at the same time. It's not how it works. It was just really cool. And all the sea life right in their hair and all that kind of fun stuff. Oh, and it was like all alive. Oh, so cool. Those are good ones. Pew, pew. All right, so we start with the lines we know. And then we'll start building up into some of these crazier ones. No, buddy, come on. Leave them alone. Hey, Moch. To me. Let's go. Over here. It's the elevator. It goes off every day. It opens when people want to go to their home. Yeah, goose. Whoops. Okay. This trim feature has saved me so much time and frustration. This is why live streams are amazing. I stole that from a DTM live stream. Oh no! My elbow fell off the table. Okay. Oh, okay, buddy. You're okay. You get so stressy. Okay. So I'm just starting with a single line weight for now because I want to see how the lines come together, especially once I clear out some of this mess. I keep gesturing to the iPad like you guys can see me. My camera's not working. But once I clear out all this stuff that's to the right here, then once I see that balance, then we'll get into some hierarchy lines and stuff. But I feel like today we're probably just getting into just the main line weight at minimum because there's a lot of lines in here. Try and keep in mind the coloring elements. Now, I wonder if we do. Boop. So we've been wicked snowed in here. I think we got, I don't think I've got a final count, but they were calling for, and we got almost 20 to 30 centimeters of snow in my area this weekend. So I did groceries really quick on my way home on Friday and any other things that needed to be done. And then I came home and I haven't left. I've gone out to walk Mojo and that's been about it. It has been a messy place around here right now. So there's lots of snow and then layers of ice and then snow and freaking chaos. It's amazing. I do love a proper winter. Today I came home early. Snow and ice is so annoying. Yeah, we had a few people, I left on last Wednesday, I was like, okay, it's time to go. It's going to get really bad. And it was 20 minutes too late. It was a very slow, long drive home. But yeah, it's definitely a challenge, that's for sure. But I'll take this over. Usually it's just kind of sloppy and cold around here. And I was like, there's no reason for the cold. So I'm glad that it's snowing and giving us something to work with, at least. A reason for the cold and miserableness. Because usually it's just gray and yucky. I'd rather have the snow. A reason for it, at least. I'll be off Wednesday. I'm back to work next week. I see. Yeah, it's risky business, that's for sure. Okay, I'm not gonna get into her jewels and stuff just yet. So I'm gonna zoom in and out. Sorry, guys. So I'm thinking. How far flower do I want to go with? I think we'll keep building her hair. I'll worry about the coat and the parrot and stuff later. Oof, okay. Oof, so many pencil lines. Oh dear, what have I done? Something silly? There we go. Keep on top of some of these trim lines before they get out of control. Okay. Oops. Last track. There we go. This is looking great, by the way. Thank you, Alessandra. I'm very excited. Kind of like used, rather than really leaning on like Firefly references, I kind of used them as a tiny base and then just kind of let myself sketch through. So it felt really good to work on this one a little bit, just kind of revisiting some of my old processes and things, which was fun. I don't think I need that one. Oh, why? What's going on there? There we go. Trying to make sure we leave lots of spaces for fun coloring. See a few people coming in and out so this is our collaboration piece. This is my second card. So Penny's going to join in. We're going to have Odari's joining in. Mafu's been messaging, things like that. So if you're interested and you want to do some fun vector art, come message myself and Dan, because we are going to hook you up with a template and it's going to be awesome fun. Whoops. And Dan mentioned on a stream earlier today, we're going to be streaming together at the end of March. So there's some details being ironed out there. So keep an eye out for that. We're going to work on our cards together. So that's going to be amazing fun. It's going to be a busy year. We've got lots of fun things going on. Lots of fun things all across the board. So keep an eye on the socials for when that stream is going to happen. It's happening right now. We have it booked at the same time as this stream. So if you're a regular visitor to the stream, you'll see it on that schedule. It'll probably be like a 2-hour stream though. Whoops. So just keep an eye out. We're still ironing out a few details. It's all to come. We both have lots on our plates. Everybody's so busy these days. Her. Boop. Holy, look at this magical mermaid hair. Okay, so let's trying to decipher what my lines are here. Okay, so let's put this in. This is her ear. Yikes. As soon as I drew that the other day, I was like, oh my goodness, this is going to be a messy space. I'm going to have to do this line art soon before I forget everything that I did. Oh, okay, Penny says, off the top of my head, I would like to make a mod style cartoony Twiggy because she is an icon. I'm not great at details like you guys are. Just like to make simple things. I'm not sure I could. Oh, 100% you can join. These are all ready to be illustrated. If you wanted to start your own card, like I think the best thing that happened for the Joker when Dan and I initially did it was that like Dan would kick off on Monday morning and I would do it at Monday night on my stream. And I think we would both kind of work our own styles, but then kind of I adjusted mine a little bit to make sure that I was matching his style and things like that. Definitely dive in, because it, like, even if I don't kick off a card, if you want to start, please, please, please. Yes, all the styles, these details and things, this is just my style, but we want everybody involved. So you could totally do that. If you have an idea of which suit and card you'd like to do, please, please, please let me know. I will get you that template and we will collaborate on something too. This just happens to be what I'm drawing right now, but we'll work together. Don't you worry. Everybody is welcome with all their styles. Like I said, the only thing is vector art, just because we want to make sure it's going to be like a coloring page afterwards. We want to make sure that it's fun and colorable, and you don't have to do color. I'm going to like color mine after, like color, like with crayons. But it's just the liner. So pressure off there, which is nice. So oddly enough, I find color to be semi-stressful and also takes a long time. Oh, this is too much. Whichever's not taken. Okay, I know Dan's been talking about a couple of the black suits. So if you want any of the red cards, I will get you the template. I've started with the Queen of Diamonds, and this is the Jack of Hearts. If you want to do the other half of those ones, you can, or if you want to kick off another one, that means we have the King and Jack of Diamonds and the King and Queen of Hearts. Yes. On my side. I don't know, Dan's been talking with Odari and Mafu, so I don't know which black cards are still hanging out. So let me know. Oh gosh, wild cards. I want everybody's style playing the game. Oh yeah, he wanted a jack of spades or something. Yeah, you're right. He mentioned it on my stream last week. That's right. I remember now. Thank goodness we're all here to keep us in check. Oh, thank goodness for this trim tool. I just never would have done this ear this way. Woohoo! All right. Then, now, okay, so she's got this ginormous earring. I'm going to draw the whole thing, but I think I want things overlapping. But for right, it'll be easier for me to draw the whole thing right now and just overlap something later. Just because if I decide eventually that I don't want anything overlapping it, that I want it to be on its own in front, it'll be harder for me to put the circle back in. It's easier for me to cut pieces out of it and just to put it back in. So we're just gonna do this full piece for now. We'll take this out. We'll leave the hair there for now. I'll take this out. So that trim tool, sorry, is what I'm doing is when I have my vector brush selected, this little circle that's in the bottom that I don't have a technical term for because I've taught myself fresco and watched live streams. All I do is double tap that. This I think erases, but if I go to the outside circle, it's going to trim. So if you have all these vector line art, as long as it's all vector, if you're drawing and then you want to trim something away, so say I want to trim this little piece here. I just draw it through, and you can see I think you guys can see the blue line. That'll cut that line. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so that'll cut that line from vector to vector. And it will cut a whole bunch of them. If you cross a bunch of them, it'll cut a whole bunch of them up. So that'll save me a lot of time, which is what you probably saw me do quite a bit at the early days of the tarot and coloring pages and stuff that I was doing. Is I would erase, because I didn't want that little erasing kind of blob. I wanted it a clean line. And then I was watching a stream and I saw someone doing that. And then I saw Dan do it again and all that kind of stuff. I was like, oh my God. This just saved me so much frustration because I didn't want that kind of careful erasing line. Like if you erase up close, you get that kind of like a little blob. You can't get that clean line. So that was a huge time saver for me because then I'm not worried about butting right up against to a line. I can go a little bit over. Just have to remember to clean them up when I'm done. Oops. And it has to be the vector brush that's selected when you do that. Like that, what I just did there, the eraser was selected, and it'll do different things for different tools. But yeah, huge time saver on my end to keep things nice and clean and keep me drawing in a way that works best for me. So I love finding magical tools like that. I'll do this. And then you know there's not really as many gaps. So when you're going to go fill the line art with color or something, there's less likely to be a huge gap in the way. And it'll be more likely a solid line. Okay, let's just turn off. I'm going to group all my sketch layers here so they're easier to turn off. Ooh, look at her go. Look at her go. Scary. Okay. And then this is kind of like what I'm talking about when you put all those lines in and all that, like that hair is overlapping that earring in a weird way. I want to make sure I put all the lines in first, and then I'll clear out where those tangents and stuff are. So either part of the earring will disappear or part of the hair will disappear there. So it's creating some very weird visual tangents, but I want to get all these lines in first before I get too crazy with that decision making, because then I'll never get this done. Let's hit save, shall we? Okay. God, I'm so stoked about this. She's looking so great. This is one of those things I'm like, did I draw that? Not to be snotty, it's just like, what? Every now and again, there's a thing in your sketchbook that's like, who did that? And this is one of those things. Just want to make sure I'm not creating any weird tangents to clean up later. Try and get ahead of them if we can. Come on, you. 2 fingers is zoom. There we go. And I think for this to work, everything has to be on the same layer. So if you're working in multiple layers, like I tend to do, especially on the tarot cards and things, that's where sometimes this trim won't work. You might have seen me kind of use the trim tool, and then it will erase a full line instead of something nice and neat like this. If they're not on the same layer, it won't work. At least in the default settings, there might be a place to be like factoring all layers or something. But I haven't gone into those factory settings just yet, so. I wonder if that should be longer. I feel like it needs to be longer. The earrings there. Well, let's pull it down a little bit. Seems weird to cut it off the same spot. If I remove these, I remove them, but let's have them here while I'm thinking about it, because I will forget. And it gives more of that whoosh motion, technical term. Okay. Okay, now I have to look up a reference here because I winged this a lot, but I think it's gonna look really weird if I don't look it up. Restaurants for crab. Heebie-jeebies. Okay, I'm looking up crabs, and they are the weirdest little guys. It's like spiders. But I think it would be really good for my piece. Just like octopus. Freak me right out. But they have such good design potential. Oh, that's weird. Okay, looking for reference. Okay. Okay, maybe this one. Okay. Okay. Move this. Okay. So. Okay, I wasn't too far off. That's good. Because I didn't want it to look like bones and fingers. I want it to look like a crab. So she has a creepy crab in her hair. I'm not going to do the claw though, because I don't think I want to. Okay. Well, we might. I feel like we'll see if we need it to describe what it is. How's that? Okay. This is kind of like a roundish body, but they actually have these weird spikies. Do this. Eyeball. Okay. And then, okay. So I'm gonna make sure this is upright and not twisted so I can get these right oriented. Okay, so we'll do this. Yeah, I used zero reference when I did this the other day. So it's like, I think there's bendies, I'm not sure. And this is why one should use reference. Just kind of want to have an idea of what the rough shape is. No, I think it's smaller. There we go. Oops. Ah, that works. Oops. So you get too aggressive, touch all the vector lines, then makes a bit of a mess. Cool. Gross, but cool. Maybe I will put the claw in. I have to do some sketching though. I don't think I'm gonna be able to wing it like these ones. Okay, then we want this one. There we go. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. Oh, so crazy. Not anatomically correct in any way. That's okay. That's not the point. It's a crab in her hair. What do you want from me? Okay, so if we do... then we do this. Oh, no, absolutely not. Here we go. Yeah, I think that's fine. It's overlapping our seashell, but that's okay. Alessandra has given up on dishes. She only did half of them. That's fine. You did some. I've done that before too. Like, you know what? Most of them are done. It's fine. You have the dishes you need for lunch tomorrow. That's my gauge. I have what I need for tomorrow. I'll wash the other ones later. Domestic goddess I am not. I will own it. So I should probably put... Let me see, what my template will look like. Oh, there's enough room for the crab claw, although I feel like it's kind of necessary. Okay, let's throw in a sketch. How's that? Okay, so I'm just switching over to my pencil tool here, just seeing what we can draw in from the reference here. It's like a little section here. Oh, it's got so much fun potential. And then, so this goes like this, and then there's like a kind of like this, and then this little bitch. Guess we're putting a claw in, man. Goes like right with her hair. Cool. Okay, well, I guess we're putting in a claw. I guess that's what's happening. Okay, let's do it. There's room. Let's go. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, yeah. Okay, where does that go? Oh, I think I have to... And then we have a little spiky. We'll do this. How's that? We'll take some artistic license. right. Cool. Okay, let's turn off the... Oh, I have to put this in here first. Cool. Spooky. But cool design elements. All right, let's put some more in here. Oh my goodness. Oops. Boop, boop, boop. We're going to move over to a different section in a second, because I don't think we're going to do the parrot today. Oops. I think we need to... Yeah, okay, so let's put in... Now I'm probably going to be, just to make this flow with the templates, some of these lines are probably not going to stay, but again, I'd rather have them and not need them and have everything be balanced rather than kind of a blank space if I shrink this down or something. So I'm throwing all these lines in for now. But we may be getting rid of some a little bit later. In the final, maybe. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, so what did we do here? So this line does what? Goes up here. I think that's too far. Goes like this. There we go. Boop. It's definitely over that. I don't know if it's over top of the crab leg yet, so we'll leave that for now. And then, what else do we have? Holy cow. So I think from under here we have a knot from our beautiful scarf, which I think will definitely be under. Earring. Oops, I don't need my crab reference anymore. I want to make sure I'm not missing any chats. Okay. Pew, pew. Oh, what's the matter? Sad Mojo. He's always sad guy. She's creating again. Why? She's always doing art things. What are these? Okay. Trying to read my scrappy lines here. Excuse me. It's her jacket, her shoulder, and then so let's throw these in. Alright, so get this out of here, that out of here, that out of here. Oops. This is going to be an octopus leg. Boop, 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 boop. And then we're going to have a seashell here. So this is definitely behind this and the crab. And then we'll throw in the beads. Clean that up and see where we're at. To make sure that everything looked like it was flowing in the wind, because we had, she's out at sea, man. Okay, now we do want to, this is going to go over top of everything. Sure. So don't get too ahead of myself here. No, silly. And not that, and then I think not this. Pew, pew. Alright, so let's hit save. Wow, there's a lot more going on here than I thought, even though the sketch took such a long time. And then we'll hide this away. Oh, look at her coming together. Look at her go. Okay, so a couple lines that I see right away, so I can just, that's over top for sure. And I think I'm going to do that. And that's just a line which doesn't make any sense. So we'll have to fix that. What if we put in okay, so get rid of that, and then that, and then that, and then that. Sure. All right. Oh, sweet. Penny said, sorry, I missed a couple of chats here. Sorry, guys. It said, I'm in Express. I just finished a video cleaning my craft room. That's awesome. That's a good idea. I love that. I try to take lots of process videos, but that kind of process video, that's super cool. Oh, and Alessandra's in Express as well. Wow, that was way harder to say than it should have been. All right, I think I'm going to leave this lovely lady for now. She's got lots of work to go. But I think we're off to a really fun start here. I want to make sure that the same kind of motion, that's what I love about a sketch. There's so much motion in the sketch Then I want to make sure that that kind of comes across too, that she's not too stale. She's a little bit right now, but we have lots of lines to add in a little bit later. So I'm not worried just yet. She's so pretty. Thank you. I think she's coming together really nicely. I'm very happy with this. I'm glad that this idea came to my head because I was feeling a little stuck outside of tarot for a bit. And so I'm glad she came to me. I love Express. Yeah, I want to get into Express a little bit more for my stuff as well. So maybe when I get back, I'll do that kind of thing for sure. So yeah, so this still has quite a bit of line art to do. As you can see, lots of things that have to be filled in. And I probably will be back with this next time I'm streaming. I will not be streaming next week. I will not be on Monday. I'm going to be away, but I will be back the Monday after. So I will come back the Monday after and we'll probably work on this because I probably won't have kicked off the next tarot card yet, but I will show you. I did finish our carousel though. Check it out. It's only for 1 week, Alessandra. Don't worry, I will be back. No, take us with you. So here is, look, like that came out really well. Those like little shadows underneath really made this pop. And look at the red, like it came together so nicely. I'm so stoked. So yeah, so this is kind of like the last kind of on the go tarot I have right now. I have a few sketches and things, but nothing really ready for a live stream. So I suspect I'll be back next stream with the pirate again, just to kind of wrap her up and or continue. Like there's a lot going on, so I would be surprised if we finished her off. But we'll be back for that stream. So keep an eye on the socials. Like I said, it's just one Monday that I'll be away, so I'll be back the Monday after, and we'll do fabulous art things inside the suitcase. I'm bringing just my backpack. So sorry, you can't fit. I don't want to pay for a check bag. I don't want to. I'm that person. This looks great too. For the tarot card. Thank you, Alessandra. I really appreciate that. So yeah. So thank you so much to everybody for tuning in. Reminded me the new game Avowed. I don't know what that means. That's interesting. I'll have to take a look. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Penny, let's chat about your card. And if you guys know anybody else who would like to participate in the Vector Magic game, let's do it. And yeah, I'll be back in 2 weeks. Have a great rest of your week all. Stay warm in the snow. And I'll catch you all in a little bit. Have a good one, guys. Thanks so much. Bye.